Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Ad Astra at... Thank you for coming.
Restaurant? That place isn't even worth try some creative cooking.
Useless.
Please speak to President Sung. Just to help.
Hansanga Detective Agency.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on them.
So after we dropped you off in Rito, we found a shipwreck nearby. Probably belonged to Inazuman pirates. We searched the wreckage and found, at first I thought it was a nautical chart. I was thinking we might discover a new sailing route if we were lucky, but after a closer look, I realized it wasn't a map of the sea at all. It was a Liyue treasure map, and no ordinary one at that. No, as for it, I'd say I've explored Liyue pretty extensive, so I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land, right? Is that right? Well, here's the map. See what you can make. So, where do you think it is? Qingce Village. I don't see the resemblance at all. Oh, I'm definitely a rook. You're coming with me, of course.
Ah, Beidou! Wow, and the traveler! My goodness, what's the occasion? Just here to visit us old folks once again? It hasn't been, but I'm glad you picked. I'm too old to get through to them. They won't listen to me. Please, talk some sense into them.
Rest assured, Granny Zhuoxin. Whatever the situation is, the Traveler and I will take care of it.
Oh, thank goodness. It's Captain Beto. You couldn't have come at a better time. You're the voice of reason I need in this situation.
Captain, please!
Whoa, hey. What exactly is going on here? Spit it out. Tell me everything.
It makes me mad just talking about it. G here, I don't know if he's got a screw loose or what his problem is. But anyway, he took it upon himself to raise, well, practically a whole army of finches, okay? And now guess what? They fly onto my land and completely destroy at least half of my crops. asked him to pay compensation, but he refused. Now, how is that fair?
Captain, I'm innocent. I just thought they looked kinda cute, you know, so I fed them a couple of times. They're wild birds, though.
A couple times. I swear,
So, yeah, I mean...
So that's... What's your take? Yeah. Gee, let's...
Are you serious, Captain?
All right.
Oh, come on.
Well, you tell me. You took my deal, that means you admitted to being the owner, doesn't it? Otherwise, what gives you the right to sell them to me?
Captain Beto's right. If you didn't raise them, what makes you think you can go taking her money for them, huh?
Don't worry. This way you get some...
Okay, then. Okay. I'll pay the compensation.
I hope you two are very grateful indeed to Beto. I dare say.
Granny Zhuoshin, as you know, many of the boys from your fine village do sterling work. The fleet wouldn't be what it is today without them. So, gee, Wenjing.
Captain Beto.
Pops Shing!
Don't get me started. I've been having some real trouble with that neighbor of mine, Jen. I heard you were in the village, so I rushed.
What's the issue?
Oh, come with me. You'll see. Let's go find Jen.
Yeah. Time to go. Captain Beto.
I had no issue with every morning when I get up and open the window, I just want to feel the sun on my face. I asked Jen to cut it down so I could get some sunlight back on my property. But he said no. It's like he's done.
Captain Beto, you gotta believe me. I didn't intend to block the sunlight, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's not just any old tree, you see. That tree was planted there by my late father. Not long after he planted it, he passed away. And just before he passed, he left me. He said our family's fortune was inauspicious and we needed something to suppress the bad luck. That's what he planted the tree for. How can I just chop it down? I'll be honest, I spent a few years studying in Liyue Harbor, so I don't actually share his superstitious beliefs. But still, that doesn't change the fact that this was my father's dying...
Okay, I think I'm all clear on the situation. What are you thinking? I was thinking... Look, Pops, I'm not trying to make excuses for Zhen, but just try... Zhen's desire to protect his tree isn't for money or because he wants to hurt anyone, or for the sake of any super... He just wants to honor his father's dying wish.
Yeah. When you put it...
Pops, if you can agree to it, I'll have a word with Granny Zhuoshin and see about getting you some money from the relief fund. As for the tree...
That sounds good to me. Whatever you think, Captain Beto. The tree against some compensation would make me feel much better about the whole thing.
Thank you, Captain Beto. And thank you for understanding Pops Shing. I'll make sure to trim it back when I get home to let some more light through. It'll be such a relief not to have to worry about this anymore. On a separate note, I remember the Crux last visited the village not very long ago. Is there some special reason why you're back in person so soon?
Nothing all that special, just personal reasons.
Huh? Treasure? Wait a second. That reminds me, I saw Chongping and Defu arguing in the fields earlier. It sounded like... I don't know if it's related to the one you're looking for, but...
Really? Okay, well, you and Pop Shing can go about your business now. I'll go see what the situation is.
Huh? Beidou, you're just in time. Defu is being completely unreasonable.
What happened?
I'm not being unreasonable, Captain. I got Chongping to help me plow my land because it's the busy season. And then, what do you know? He plows up a treasure. Way I see it, it's my land. So the treasure belongs to me.
You say that, Defu. But what you're forgetting is that I came to help you plow your fields out of the goodness of my heart. And you haven't paid me a single mora. It was also my plowing that turned up this chest. However you cut it, surely I'm entitled to at least some of the treasure.
The domestic drama just keeps coming today. What are your thoughts? Okay, I think I'm up to speed here. If you two really want to take this further, I can get a legal expert. As for the costs, I'll cover them. Neither of you seems thrilled. I'll be straight with you. The reason I came here today was to look for some treasure. Chances are, so how about you two stop fighting over it and do me a favor by handing it to me? Of course, I'll be indebted to both of you. If either of you ever needs anything in the future, the Crux will not hesitate to lend you our support.
Captain, you're far too kind, really. Indebted? That won't be necessary. If you want this chest,
Yep, totally agree. If only I'd known you were looking for... You should have said something. I would have delivered it to you personally to save...
It seems like it's been quite a busy day for you. Helping us... Come on, let's go to the village. I'll rally the masses. We'll get some good food and good drink, and have a good old get-together.
Don't worry about the chest. I'll carry it over.
Time to go. Follow the wind.
What a fine day today has been.
She sure has. Without Captain Beidou, that compensation payment would have bankrupted me. Yeah, and if it weren't for Captain Beidou, I'd still be arguing with Pops Shing.
Here, here! We have plenty
to Captain Beidou!
I couldn't ask for more than the chance. That really hit the spot. Want to get some air? The view in this place is pretty good. We can take a look through the contents of that chest while we're at it. Are you kidding? Come on, let's go. So, I've been thinking. But don't you think you can laugh? I don't mind. I had no clue who it should belong to, so I just came up with this stupid idea of taking it for myself. But I mean, I'm no Ningguang. I can't make a and I'm no Yanfei either. Not all my I am Beidou, and my strength is in trading favors. You think I should be more Some people think their favors are so valuable that they need to plan out how and when to. Others see doing favors as a burden. Not worth anything in monetary. But the way I see it, favors over thousands of years. This means that no individual is truly on the. Over the years, I've come to owe favors to a great. These are the countless bonds between us, like so many fish in the sea. I believe that if there, it's these bonds that will see us all through the dark days ahead, until we come out on the other side. I'm not saying that. But either way, we have a pretty firm bond between us already, don't you think? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something we were literally just talking about. Oh, yeah, the chest! Oh, I got so immersed in our conversation that I forgot all about the main event. Come on, let's open it up and see what's inside. It's not exactly. Come on, let's get back to the part.
Well, would you look who's here? Looks like it's going to be a day to remember. Guys!
Ahoy there, traveler. Hey, that's what I heard.
Captain's got quite the eye for people. She said...
Look at...
I've heard that they tell...
Hey, what?
I was worried you'd be too busy to show up.
Oh.
Captain, we were just trying to talk the... Yeah, come on, Captain Beto.
Oh, he's on board right now.
Yeah.
All right, so it goes with...
No doubt about...
But then again, so should a hero... Oh, if that...
Right.
Remember, isn't that why everyone...
Yes?
I guess I almost forgot...
Just be... I'm glad you came. Welcome back aboard. Some rumors have. I can't go getting too caught up in my own reputation as the head of the fleet, but then again, the crew isn't usually this riled up. It's not that they're arrogant, they're just bubbling with ambition. Their excitement today comes from their great respect for you. Oh, is that so? Well, it just so happened, since you're interested, why don't you come along and experience a sailor? I'm curious to see if you'll take the sea by storm in the same way you have on land. Good. Come with me.
Waves are as calm as always.
Chief Mate Juza's breaking in the newcomers, but I think we can. After this, the new crew members will be arranged into 2 teams for more specialized training. According to their own app, one team will learn comprehensive survival skills, including maritime emergency rescue, marine meteorology, psychological counseling, and so on. They will serve as the support team for the fleet, ensuring safe navigation. That's why we call them the Shield of the Crux. That's right. As one might expect, they're responsible for... So, what do you think? There are 2 main... As I was saying earlier, you can go learn about these skills from Yinxing, Huixing, and Liushi. They're all seasoned hands in their respective... Each sailor has their own strengths and weaknesses. I'm no rookie. If there's anything I'm most proud of, go and get to work. I'll have some questions...
Hello, traveler. Whenever a sailor has a health problem, they come to me. Oh, I presume the First of all, let me ask you this.
What do you think is the biggest danger that all new crew members face? That can certainly be a problem at sea. Oh, I have seen many new crew members who see themselves as young and those are the ones that always end up in the sick bay. Everyone should know that we have to face malnutrition when we're short on supplies. All kinds of injuries and diseases that the harsh ocean and even the psychological problems that can arise due to isolation. To make things worse, the lack of medication and treatment options at sea can result in even minor health problems becoming serious. Or even... Oh, you probably thought I was... But hopefully you now... Well, I think that... Is there anything else you would like to know? Are you concerned about them? If you can convince Mora Grubber to show you the books, you'll see there is a regular fixed cost, titled Convalescence Payments and Incapacity Support for Injured Crewmen. Regardless of the fleet's income, those who have fought alongside us will certainly receive their compensation Some of those that have returned to land have started small businesses. The money is intended to allow them to live their lives as freely as possible. I'm sure being... Still, we can't pretend like it solves everything. They call them life-changing injuries for... But, if nothing else, it's good to know that while Captain Beto is in charge of the... Is there anything else you would like to know? Captain Beto? Well, out of everyone I've met, she probably... Although I'm just a doctor, Beto has given me the full authority to send any newcomers who I don't... Every time we're stocking up before a voyage, medicine takes top priority. I'm even allowed to choose the suppliers, regardless of... Do you know what Mora Grubber, our bookkeeper... A significant But Beto knows the importance of having a healthy crew. That's why she places her full trust in me. So, to answer your question, is there anything else you would like to know? Well, my...
Sorry about early. We were so caught up on getting you to join... Oh! Well, in that case, you have come to the right person. I'm not just blowing smoke. I'll start by introducing some chart reading essentials for new sailors. Let's start with what to look for when you... First, you should always look at any indicated shorelines. Islands are reefed. With these features in mind, you can answer the basic question of, Visually, nautical charts are a little unique. Unlike land maps, most charts do not have a fixed scale, which means that it can be hard to precisely determine the exact distance between... The most advanced nautical charts come with a supplementary chart, which has different colored lines marked on it to indicate distances. It's worth mentioning that under my direction, some cartographers mark out other points of interest on their charts, usually with their own special symbols. If they don't leave any accompanying notes, they can be Not only those, we have tattered and torn charts that we've picked up from all over the place. To be honest, it can be quite a challenge, even for... But if we don't decipher them, fortunately, we have the captain with us. She managed to find some ancient books. I don't think anyone other than our captain can manage to get these kinds of resources. Old charts and ancient books... Oops, I've gotten off topic. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic. To be honest, the charts we are using now are just revised versions of the ones left, so my mapping experiences have been primarily limited to updating our charts to reflect... I think you can ask Captain Beto more about cartography. One time, the fleet sailed into an uncharted area by mistake. It wasn't long before we turned the fleet around and returned But Captain Beto still managed to draft a simple chart of the area we sailed through for if and when we explored. Incredible, isn't it? I was amazed to see that the captain could even do cartography. Because I have the talent, and she doesn't want to let it go to waste. I initially had the same question myself. After all, in many fleets, the captain also works as a navigator. I couldn't understand her reasoning at the time, so I asked her. She just laughed and told me to wise up, saying that even Rex Lapis never fights alone. She wants everyone on board to master their role, so that the crux is not floating on her. That way, at the day of Captain Beidou may seem aloof and even act careless sometimes, but the truth is that she's very considerate of everyone on board. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? Drafting charts? That's certainly a more advanced topic. To be honest, the charts we are using now are just revised versions of the ones left by the so my mapping experiences have been primarily limited to updating our charts to reflect. I think you can ask Captain Beidou. One time, the fleet sailed into it, but Captain Beidou still managed. Incredible, isn't it? I was amazed to see because I had the talent. And she just laughed. She wants everyone that way. Captain Beidou may. Is there anything else you would like to know, Traveler? My pleasure.
Rise!
Hello, Traveler. Are you here to learn about marine meteorology? I saw the captain showing you around the trip, so I figured that she probably wants you to get to know the life of a crew member. Okay, let's get started. Marine meteorology basically means keeping tabs on the weather as well as other ocean phenomena. So things like sea fog, storm surges, water spouts, and so on. These are all potential threats to safe navigation. Luckily, whatever weather might be coming up, there's always some kind of sign that gives it away in advance. Take water spouts, for example. They're caused by high-speed rotating winds on the surface of the ocean. They can engulf large ships and do immense damage. But if you know that water spouts can only form in an environment with high temperature, high humidity, and large clouds, then you can be well prepared. You will be even more alert if you also know that the presence of winds blowing in opposite directions, with a significant difference in speed, is a direct precursor to the formation of waterspouts. And most importantly, if you spot a small white vortex emerging from the clouds, you should immediately notify the crew to steer clear of what. So there you go. Those are the warning signs of waterspouts. I'm good at reading the sea, but I'm not as good as the captain when it comes. Do you know the small fishing village next to Wangshuin? I heard that when Captain was a kid, she worked there fishing with the adults. Later, she made her way to the harbor where she struggled to make a living. Managing to survive in an environment like that as a kid is solid proof of the captain's capability. If it wasn't for her, I never would have dreamed of taking this job. She gave me confidence and told me I could. You may not have heard, but I'm best known outside the Crux fleet for a slightly infamous story involving me, third round knockout, and who would ever have thought that the rookie sailor who fell drunk into the sea and became a laughingstock among their now former crewmates would then go on to become a lookout for the Crux. But it proves that having skills alone is not enough. You need someone like the captain who is a good judge of character. Find me anytime if you want to.
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it would take you a while longer. So, what did you think? First of all, life on the sea isn't always plain, but what is the single biggest danger facing crew members? Is that your final answer? All right, as you've just learned, the fleet plots its route using nautical charts. The charts used by the supplementary chart has lots of lines in various colors for added reference. Okay, interesting. On longer voyages, we have to be especially careful to avoid certain weather hazards that pose a threat to the integrity. So my question is, how can we reliably predict waterspouts so we can avoid them? Okay, those are all my questions. Congratulations, you... wait, I didn't... Did you get them wrong on purpose? Ah, just kidding. I know you wouldn't do that. I guess you're... In that case, how about we take a trip back to Liyue Harbor? Looks like you... I've actually been hoping for the You may be aware that we work as an armed... Aside from that, though, there is also one other important way we make income.
Actually, it's trading. In certain kinds of...
Hey, my hotshot account...
Cut it out. Juza sent me here with a message. He says preparations are now underway.
Okay. Be careful. Well, she has... Mora Grubber was right, though. The other important side to our business, the less importing here, exporting there, the only difference between us and regular merchants is that our You'll see what I mean by that shortly. I'm taking you to see one such transaction for you. Come on, let's go meet our trade...
Fresh seafood! Fresh!
What do you have?
Hello there! Here at Nay's Professional Fish. So what do you need?
I want a bass head with all the teeth removed. If there's a single tooth in there, I don't...
Ah! You know bass have pharyngeal teeth, right? In the throat? How do you expect me to get all those out?
Then I'll have a bass trunk with 2 swim bladders. Again, if it's short by 1 swim bladder, it's not the bass I want.
You're not making this easy for me. 1 bass means 1 swim bladder. Afraid that's not up to me.
Okay. Then I'll take a bass tail with scales that are yellow on the outside, black on the inside. Also, it's gotta have a total of 81 scales. That's 7 times 7, no more, no less.
What kind of fish scales are yellow outside and black inside? In any case, you can try all you want. Pardon my asking, but you're not a fish expert, are you? I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have any of the things you're looking for. Look, I'm a professional. So are most of the people I serve. I can accommodate anything they ask for. Seems you two are amateurs.
Anywhere you'd recommend?
Like I said, Nay's Professional Fishmongers is for professionals. For amateurs, the place to go to would be Wise Amateur Fishmongers.
I bet you're wondering why that guy was saying he didn't have what we wanted. That was just the first step in the transaction to confirm our identity. The real deal will come later.
A copy of each invoice is sent.
Fresh seafood!
Is this Wise Amateur
That's the one. We have all kinds of amateur stuff here. The more amateur, the more of it we got. What would you like?
We'd like a bass head.
No problem. Ours are all toothless.
And a bass trunk.
Oh, no problem. I'll stick an extra swim bladder in there for you. On the house.
And a tail.
Sure thing. I'll paint the scales yellow on the outside and black on the inside, so you can tell at a glance, this ain't no ordinary fishtail. If it's 7 times 7 you want, I can do you 81, 138, or even 648. It's up.
Great. I like your style. We have a deal.
I appreciate your patronage. Please. A real amateur if I've ever met one. No, we don't have the fish here. All fish sold at Wise Amateur. Once we get the order in from the customer, we go fish it out for them. The warehouse pay first, then we bring you the goods. That way you get the freshest cat.
Are you two here to collect your order, huh, Bait?
Yes, sir. We're here about that.
I didn't expect you to come in person. The bass you want is not a standard specimen. Our fishermen, you know the rule.
Of course.
Oh, well, as you know, timing and location are everything when it comes to fishing. You have to wait till all the conditions are just right. So, let me ask you this. When will the tide come in?
The fishing song will sound out at midnight.
How drunk will the moon be?
It won't stop while the star.
I see, yes.
The breeze should be bound for Gui.
All right, then. Well received. I'll go...
Great. I think that wraps up everything we needed to do in Liyue Harbor. Let's head back and wait for the delivery. The three people we just met are our business partners. Nay's professional fishmongers and Y's amateur fishmongers. The bass, obviously, is the code name for the goods. The numbers of teeth, swim bladders, and scales all represent different specifications. Meanwhile, the conversation I had with the warehouse keeper was the instructions for the deal itself. Tonight at midnight, the deal will take place in Guyanstone Forest. As for what the actual goods are, well, you'll see tonight. What if I were to say yes? What would you do then? I deeply value you as a friend, but ultimately, you're not with the Crux. I definitely don't want to cause you any trouble just because you hung out with. So rest assured, we haven't broke.
Captain Beidou.
Well, my friend is visiting, so I wanted to show him how the Crux handles some of its important...
I see. You two must be close.
You got that right. Now, have you brought the goods?
Yep, all here. Please, feel free to take stock.
Stop! Nobody move! We have received certain information pertaining to a potential illegal business transaction at this location. Apologies, Captain Beidou, but I'm going to need to inspect those goods.
Oh? An illegal business transaction, you say? Well, all the goods are here. If you have any suspicions, please inspect them at your leisure.
Captain, everything's been checked. It's just a bunch of potatoes, flour, and so on. And all the paperwork checks out too.
Huh? Everything's been checked thrice over. There's not a single contraband item here. The paperwork was approved by the Ministry of...
Looks like you've managed to clear everything up. I suppose...
Yes, apologies. This was a mistake on our end. Come on, let's go.
Bravo, Captain Beidou. This was rather ingenious. Seems like your friend.
I know you have a lot of questions. Come on, take a walk.
Well, I'll leave you both to it. Captain Beidou, I look for...
You probably thought that there was some sort of nefarious business going on behind all the secrecy today. The truth is, that was exactly what I wanted the Ministry of Civil Affairs to believe. What you might not know is that I, as the leader of the Crux Fleet, and you, the great hero of Liyue Harbor, have both been on the Ministry of Civil Affairs watch list for a long time. In other words, whenever you or I crop up in Liyue Harbor, it almost always draws their attention. Not that there's any animosity behind it, mind you. In their words,
It's a security precaution to prevent people like us from causing unnecessary trouble.
oh, I have no qualms about that. They're just doing their job, keeping the land safe. But how does that saying go again? Ah, yes. Sometimes the closer you are to something, the less you can see. Did you figure it out yet? That's right. Mora Grubber, the accountant. With you, me, and a few sacks of potatoes and flour serving as a front, the deal she's overseeing on her end should go off without a hitch. After all, the Ministry of Civil Affairs sent the Millelith to us. Looking at the time, Look! That's the signal! Tonight, do you have any more questions? You're right. Never underestimate her. But, as long as she knows that neither you nor I would do anything. In any case, there's another higher level watch list at the Ministry of Civil Affairs above the one we're on. It's top secret. Even I don't know whose names are on it. But I do know that the individuals and organizations on that list are the ones the Qixing are... have gotten off topic. On some level, reason being, I'm the only one who can get her some of the more obscure treasures she wants. It's... all you need to know is that what might be easily attainable for some people can often be a lifesaver for others who can't. That's where we come in. It's as simple as that. You still have some important things to take, as long as you don't know what I was so I'm sorry. Of course, if the day comes, you're welcome to come back. You'll always be welcome in the Crux Fleet. I hope I get to see you.
Stabilize!
So you've already finished talking to the crew, huh? I thought it would take you a while. Well, you sound confident, but gotta admit though, I like your attitude. First of all, life, but what is this? Is that your final answer? As you've just learned, the fleet plots its the supplementary. Okay, yeah, on longer voyages. So my question. Okay, those are. Now then, not bad. It seems that your survival know-how is now up to the standard required of qualified crew members. You need to realize that being out at sea might be fun for the first few days while everything's new, but before too long.
Kilalain na, kundi la.
Processed cheese ang yellow. Cheddar.
Ang blue ano?
Blue cheese.
Ano naman? Ano naman? Ano siya? Nice. Hey girl, what's up?
Looking at the same old sea every day and being so isolated from everything can really
Mukhang
cause
nalilibi
people to
kaya.
struggle mentally.
Nangibi, I'm so tired. You just don't understand. Anong nagyan na po.
That is why we offer
Hanggang
a lot of fun
Christmas sa
courses for our
Christmas.
newcomer training, including fishing, photography, chess.
Wait.
Oh, and thanks to Kazuha, these days we also offer each newcomer has to participate. Of course, if you'd prefer wrestling sea monsters with your bare hands, that can be arranged. Well, for today, if I remember correctly, it should be
Ay, kalawig. Ano man nga kalawig sa mga hangouts, man? I'm just here for the primos. Nga. Ay. Hanap ako ng drinks.
Where do you want to go next?
Yung sablay niya lang.
I'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots. I have a few references.
Nahuya mo na ako.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Sa status.
But where are those who share the memory?
Brown sugar.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Enggak. What are you doing?
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Game na, babe. Tapos na ka mo. Okay, mga lawig pa na.
Listen up, everyone can go back and call it a day. The photography session has been postponed.
Okay. Okay lang, abis kang boss lang tamampang. Okay, sorry Liam, we can't play. Love you, babe. Because You have a quest. I can't join in.
Weren't you not wearing
What's going on here, Juza?
glasses anymore?
Babe, I said I love you. Gina-ignore mo ko.
Oh, I didn't. I love you too. Miss you.
Ito.
Oh, Captain, there you are.
Huh?
Madayon na kita.
Yeah.
Well, Captain, the photography teacher just sent word saying that she's fallen ill and doesn't want to risk coming in case she keels over her class.
I see. That's quite unfortunate. Oh? Quite. In that case, why don't you help us?
Yeah, unfortunately, the original teacher canceled at short notice, so there's no. It would be great if the Traveler could step in as the.
It's up to you, Traveler. Great. It's
Yes, Captain.
I'm sorry. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be everyone. Take it away, Traveler.
Drop 3 glasses.
Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. It seems so. Who will it be? Me? Well, Guyunstone Forest looks extraordinary today. It'd be a pig. So how about we snap Guyunstone Forest for today's class? Then
Come on, Captain. Scenery looks nice. Those were your exact.
Where are they now? Straight. Well, then in that case, how about Huixing? I bet she's or Fuzhong.
Seriously, Captain? Little Yue? You're just trying to wriggle your way out of this. You are the captain after all.
I agree. Besides, Captain, we can even use it to promote the fleet during recruitment.
Real fun. Well, if... So, what do I do now, Traveler? Like this? You're kidding, right? I've never had... It must be the lighting or something. You've got it wrong. I never said that. You mean go somewhere else, then bring the...
Sounds good to me.
The lighting may still be... But I'm open to persuasion. If you have a... Just to be clear, I won't necessarily agree.
But I dropped those.
Hindi ka nabim yaw guang shol.
Wait.
Where dumping?
Again. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yaw guang shol. Ah, yaw guang shol sa tupad sang Guyon, no? Okay, not there.
Oh yeah.
Nawang show hindi nga ne. Ah, okay. Mount Chanheng overlooking Oloari. Mount Chanheng.
A view overlooking On second, I'd prefer to be having fun together with my... So, I think we can just... Sorry about that.
Uy, sa ano na yan lang ka?
What?
Dalawang kaming yun.
Oh no, I failed the hangout.
Daddy, what happened?
I failed one hangout. You too.
Listen up, everyone.
What's going on here?
Oh, Captain, there you are.
Thank you, Liam. Have you?
Well, Captain.
I see. That's quite a... Oh? In that case?
Yeah, it would be great if...
It's up to you, Traveler. Great! It's set.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's one... Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. So, who will it be? Me? Guyunstone. So how about...
Come on. Scenery look... Those were your
well, then and... Or...
Seriously, Cap? You are the captain.
I agree. Besides, Captain, we can even...
well... So, what do I do now, Traveler? Like... You're kidding, right? It must be... the lighting or something. I never said that. You mean...
Sounds good.
But I'm
Yeah,
just...
well, oh, it's just like that event before.
Well, yeah, but if I want to enjoy the ocean breeze, why don't I just stay? So, I think we can... Sorry about that.
What? Wow.
Everyone can go back and call it a day.
What's going on here?
Oh, Captain, there you... Well, Captain...
I see. That's... Oh? In that case?
Yeah, it would be
Need to
great...
pass
Up to you,
this so I can
Traveler.
stop playing.
Great! It's settled.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, that's one... Oh yeah? What's that? Fair enough. So, who will it be? Me? Guyunstone. So how about we...
Come on. Scenery looks... Those were your exact...
well, then and... Or...
Seriously, Cap? You are the captain.
I agree. Besides, Captain, we can even...
well... So, what do I do now, Traveler? It must be... I never said that. You mean...
Sounds good.
But I'm just... The fishing village near Wangshu Inn? How do you even know that place anyway? It's tiny. I don't think I've ever seen it on a single map. I'm surprised that you'd remember. He's right, though. I did live there for a while. And now that you've mentioned it, well then, let's go.
What? Taga Wangshu Inn siya gali? Oh, sa Tabuk. Okay, Sha, do your thing.
Useless. Do you know which one? Do you know which one? Don't go, I don't know. I need to do something else, yeah. I think I like going on a ride and down an iron truck. So.
It was never that I wonder how long these last few... Nothing as dramatic as you might think. A few... Come on. People used to call this place Downriver because the villagers apparently moved here from a place called Upriver. With them, they brought their knowledge of fishing, which had been passed down from generation to generation. I learned a lot from them when I was here. Now Upriver is long gone, and Downriver is all but deserted. It won't be long before no one even remembers what these places are called. Tu Zhong. Zhong. I barely remember this name. You're right. I was homeless and had to wander around. Half a rice bun was not. Then a few fishermen saw us, seeing me stop the dog. But straight away I went over, and had I known the dog was so weak, I could tell they were. But I got lucky. Do you know what the name Beidou means? Come on. About a year or two after I arrived, the village chief fell ill during the winter and passed away. During that same period, the harvest was getting worse, and the fishermen's catch was getting smaller day by day. Without the village chief to handle the situation, people began blaming each other. There were even rumors that some families had been overfishing and leaving nothing for the rest of the village to catch. But in the end, they all turned on me, saying that they shouldn't have ever taken me in. They said I was bad luck. They pointed to how that dog died on the first day I arrived. Next thing you know, the village chief dies, and then all the fish die out. They said I was a living curse, and the downfall of the village was all my fault. I told them that I didn't understand. I'm not a curse, I'm just Beidou. Then some of the villagers started shouting, and drove me out of the village. They shouted, "Nando controls life. Beidou controls death. Beidou controls death." Before then, all I knew about my name was that it had something to do with the stars. It wasn't until then that I realized that Beidou was a constellation. And the Alcor, one of its stars, was an omen of death. Here we are. I bet he never expected that the little girl— What do you mean? Is that all? And let me guess. You got to Inazuma and the Well, you seem to wreak havoc on a grander scale. I appreciate it, and I'll take— Let's not forget that the people whose names stick around are the ones who emerge from the stormy seas unscathed. I, for one, have never— Your journey's far. So if you ever find some— Remember, you'll always have the— Two cursed scapegoats banding. I kinda dig it. I'm lucky to have a friend like you. Okay, it's time to get back to our photography. Right, teacher? Come on, let's not waste any time. Get it done. So? What? The nerve! I don't want to do this. Hey, cut it out. Nope.
I made a mistake. And Beidou got angry. I chose the wrong option.
There you are, eavesdropper.
This is order.
Ay, di matapos na. Can join you now? Okay. Wait lang, I'll just get something. And I need to pee.
Every journey has its
Yan ang
final
ano.
day. Don't rush.
Ang yellow yan. Cheddar man. Bus na ho? Pila na lang?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
What should I try this time?
Masulod ka na, Gitsel.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Apa? Ano paano? Connect ka. Hindi, wala ba ng adapter? Ang bilog.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Okay. Okay, wait lang ga. What? Mm-mm. Let's go.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I
The world
I can't enter.
for centuries.
I think you need to invite me.
Like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
I can't enter, Liam.
Electrocharge.
Liam, I can't enter.
Right then, hydro.
Liam.
Oh, wait.
Liam, I cannot enter.
Already. Oh, you didn't. I didn't even join you yet. But Mama, you did join me. You didn't even start. Go out first.
You left me outside.
Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy, so let's go.
Where are you?
Paano ba co-op na ka?
Ikaw ba lulangga? Kamu man yung invite sa akin.
Look at my dark circles. They're not so dark anymore. Been having lots of sleep. Because of are you asleep now?
Kasi solo lang ni Guro langga.
Why? I want to go.
I can't join.
Wait lang.
Quake!
Uh-oh.
Rise! Quake!
Better. You should do it in Daddy's world because he knows how to setting.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Leo tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Oh, why is Kitchen Berries gone?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
No, Daddy, can you change? I really love Diona.
Okay.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Solidify! I will have order!
What? How come they're so easy? Did Mama choose the easy one? What? My God, minus score lang ga yan.
Order guide!
You think Liam don't know how to play?
Solidify!
300 lang? Yeah, that was too easy.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Daddy, I do have this.
Me too. Wanna do that? Come on. Just ask Mama to start the quest. Liam showed me another event.
Yeah, look, I look like a girl.
What?
Like a hot
Every
girl.
journey has its final day.
You are hot.
All the world holds dear is but a
Come on, ano, Mama.
I stand before
Mama,
you.
start the
Osmanthus wine
quest.
tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Start the freaking quest.
Quest. Ang dungeon?
No, Liam showed me
Grass is a
another
plant that
one.
enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it
Oh,
rains.
that one?
If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Hindi na maano ka? I don't think pwede ma.
Hindi ko up.
Activity serves no purpose whatsoever.
I don't know, I haven't tried that.
That's okay, I'll just do it by myself.
How about me? What about me?
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Leo tend to stay a while.
It's okay, I'll
So it
just
is where
stop
many things
playing.
come to settle.
Thanks, Liam. Can you kick me, Liam?
Oh no. He's in the dungeon already.
Huh? He's in a dungeon with 2 characters?
4 characters. Pag ang quest ko wala.
Okay, I'll just leave then. Basta lang ko na mo, obras ang iba na. Out na ko, babe.